Everyone, and welcome to another episode of Milan Clubs Around the World. We are here with Tariq. Is that how you say it, or how we should have asked you?
Tarek,
Tarek.
Tarek
Okay.
Miranda.
And you are with Milan Club Boston, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. So I guess we're just gonna get started. What made you become a Milan fan?
Oh boy, it's probably so. My parents are Brazilian. I'm Brazilian. So growing up, I always used to watch the Brazilian league, but I just loved watching Kaká play, even though he played for my team's rivals. It sucked. So then as he moved to Milan in '03, it just kind of I just followed him there, and then learned the history of the club, watched him play, watched him win, watched him leave. And I've seen the ups and the downs, and like that was really it. Like I just like the history of the club, what they did, everything. It just was, and just like my town, we're also red and black stripes. So it just like it was meant to be.
Yeah, definitely. Um, what is the story behind Milan Club Boston, and do you know the reason to make one?
Um, so it started in 2019 when Milan came to play Benfica in the Champions and the internet and the ICC at Gillette. Milan stayed in Boston for a few days, and Nick and George, who they basically run the club and everything, they reached out to Dave from Milan Club Philly, and they asked how they started up Milan Club Philly, right? So
Yep.
they were doing their research, and then basically they had both reached out to him. They didn't know who Nick and George didn't know who each other were, so they met through Dave, who put them into contact with each other, and basically that's just kind of just how it started. It started with them, and then they started advertising on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and that's kind of just how you get the word out.
Definitely.
And then
Have you guys grown a lot? I mean, so how long have you been part of the club?
uh, sometime in 2019, I'd say probably the end of 2019, probably like October, November 2019. Yeah, can't remember the exact month. So I guess almost since right at the start.
Fantastic. And do you guys have meetups, and what is your usual attendance, and how do those normally go?
So so I was at the first meetup. It was good. The first meetup we probably had about, I don't know, 20 people there, and that's because like Milan Club Boston kind of covers the Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and like southern New Hampshire area,
Okay.
because it's all within an hour's drive to Boston. Us Northeast states are pretty small. Um, and then like and then what happened was the pandemic happened. We had
Yep.
good attendance for, sadly, it was only like Gianpaolo's games, as
The
he was the
worst
coach.
ones.
But right, but we had attendance there, but 10 to 20, and then what happened was the pandemic happened, and then we would Zoom in together, and we would watch the games through Zooms. Like we'd be on a Zoom chat while we're each in our house or watching the game from our phone or something. So that's kind of how we would keep up through it during the pandemic.
That's pretty awesome. I
Yeah, we
watch
kind of
games on
and
myself, so
oh, well, we have to let you know. We might have just send you a link and we can figure it out,
yeah, right.
because it's not that hard, and like it's awesome because like you see a goal happens and it's just everyone yelling and screaming, and someone makes a mistake and everyone's swearing and stuff. It's as close as you can to being at an actual bar or a place watching the game together.
For sure. So does anyone have a faster stream or faster internet, and they ruin it before everyone else?
That hasn't happened yet.
Okay, I can tell you in the
Not yet.
Sempre Milan chat,
Oh no.
Gian is about a minute ahead of everyone else, and he
I want to
ruins
know
it for
how and
everyone.
why.
So I think it has to do with being in England or something, or like
Oh,
he's
probably.
he's actually watching it on cable, and we're stuck on ESPN Plus or whatever it was.
Right, right.
Um, so,
So,
do you guys have any plans for the future in terms of expansion or making it over to the Sin Siro for any games?
so actually, we had a few of us were gonna go down Actually, I had bought my tickets and everything to go down with Milan Club Philly and a few other members of Milan Club Boston to watch Milan Juve April 4th of 2020, but the pandemic closed the borders 2 weeks before.
That'd
So
have been a hell
we're
of a game to go to.
oh, absolutely. But I'm happy it got postponed because we ended up winning that fixture after
Yeah.
COVID. So I'm okay with it. Right now, actually, so there's a few of us in talks. So my birthday is September 14th, which is a Tuesday, which is the opening game of the Champions League. And if we're playing home, me and a few guys from Milan Club Boston have said we're going to go out to San Siro and kind of do my birthday and watch Milan play and everything. So that's kind of, but we're waiting because things have gotten uglier due to COVID. They got good, now they're getting bad again. So we're waiting till like the end of the month to figure. Like, we don't want like a month's lead time. Give me only ruin my hopes and dreams 8 days before it actually happens. Don't ruin it.
Right.
So that's kind of that plan. But we also are planning to do something like April, May of next year as well. We're the fixture list. Maybe we've got to see how Champions League goes. We're kind of weighing out all the options.
Maybe we'll be going to a quarterfinal or something. That'd be pretty. Crazy.
I have us at the semis. Beating. I have us at the semis.
What are you smoking? I'm hoping to get out of the group stages.
No, you got a little faith, and a little dumb luck can bring you a long way. And,
that's for sure.
And we've been unlucky for 8 years, so maybe we got some dumb luck in us this time around.
Maybe Kestia will finally leave.
And Champions League's in our blood. It's in our DNA. It
is. It is definitely true.
So we'll see what happens. And and Milan tends to play better at the bigger level. They play better when they play Juve and Inter, but when they play Genoa, it's a sluggish match.
Right. Does your wife watch the games with you, or does she avoid you?
Kind of depends. It's like a 50-50. Sometimes she'll sit down on the couch and she'll watch a little bit and she'll ask who's that and who's that. We've only been married since October, but she's slowly getting. Right now, she's kind of got the numbers down. She doesn't got the players' names. She knows, like, if you gave her a number, she could tell you the player. And I'm like, all right, we're getting there. We're getting there. So my buddy, he's a 49. He's a San Francisco 49ers fan. His wife hated football when they got married. Now she wears 49ers gear everywhere they go. She can name the whole team, the coaching staff, and I'm like, I gotta follow in the same path. It's simple.
Yeah. My wife, I think, has hated the sport of football the more we've been married. I think it's probably because I just talk about it all the time and I do stuff for SempreMilan instead of hang out with her, But like, she'll walk in and she'll look at the score and she'll be like, oh, and then she'll walk away. I'm like, thanks.
And she knows not to talk to you. She knows to just, okay. Yeah. My wife's the same way. Like, when we were together when we got trashed by Atalanta, and she just saw the score and she didn't text me. She just didn't text me, left me alone. Just that was it. She knew I was going to the bar and life.
Forgetting it.
Just let me forget.
Right. So how can people find you guys?
How can they find us?
Yeah.
So Twitter, it's at Milan Club Boston. Instagram, at Milan Club Boston. Facebook, Milan Club Boston. We try to keep it plain and simple, guys. Milan Club Boston for all the social media handles.
Very nice.
And on game days, you can find us for right now. You can find us at Cafe dello Sport. Like I said, we might change it up. We might not. We're looking around.
Okay. And how do people become members of Milan Club Boston? Do they just show up and they're a member, or you guys have memberships or anything?
We haven't really gotten that squared away. Right now, kind of you show up, we invite you to the WhatsApp group chat, follow our pages, and then we keep up to date. We keep up to date with what we're doing in the WhatsApp group chat. And it's like bombing every day. It's great.
Fantastic. What are your predictions for the season? We know semifinals for Champions League.
Okay, semifinals of the Champions League, and we're going to finish second place in the league again.
Who's finishing first?
I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. I want to say it's us, but I can't say we're making the semis and first place. I feel like it's going to be one or the other.
Which one would you rather have?
I'd rather win the league.
I think so too. That means it's scary.
I'd rather put a trophy. Exactly. I'd rather put a trophy in the cabinet again.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is one of my favorite shirts with the gold stripes.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Is there anything else that you want people to know about Milan Club Boston?
Oh, we're starting up. We're getting things together. We now have a board of directors, quote unquote. There's a few of us who are making plans, doing everything. We're ordering scarves and all that kind of stuff to really become like an official club.
Yeah.
Where at the bar we're using or looking to a new one, we're going to require them to put up some Milan stuff in the store. So like I'm like, listen, put up a scarf, put up a jersey, something. Like people got to know this is Milan Club Boston. This is our bar, because there's a few other bars in Boston, and there's a Manchester United bar, there's a Liverpool bar, but they're all Premier Leagues.
Boston fans are known for being kind of crazy. Are you guys pretty crazy?
I think there's a few of us that are crazy. I'm probably one of them. I don't think I haven't missed a game in I don't know how long. There's like a thing that you can ask any of the guys in Milan Club Boston. Most of last season I watched the game from my car, because for some godforsaken reason, when I'm in my car, we would score goals. Like I'm telling you, I'm like, guys, I'm in my car now. We're good. 3 minutes later, Ibrahimovic scores a goal. I leave my car, whoever we're playing scores a goal. I come back in, it's 2-1. And they're like, okay,
That's funny.
like they literally made it a thing. Like every game I'm in my car watching it. Just about
But
it.
in the middle of winter, that sucked. But turn on the heat. You'll be okay.
Turn on the heat. It's fine. But yeah, that was just it was weird. Coincidence, weird. I don't know. Believe in your superstitions, but you know what? I'm gonna keep doing it because whatever. It works.
For sure. Well, hopefully you have a TV in your car this season. So
my phone.
Continue. Okay. Well, thank you for joining us this week, and
thank you for your time.
Hopefully you guys get some more Milan Club Boston members.
Hope so. We hope to reach 200 by 2025.
I like that. That'd be pretty sweet. Be a packed bar, but that'd be
see what happens. I want to be the president. So what's 200 people? What's 200 Milan supporters in the city of Boston? You know.
Oh, I bet they're there for sure.
Exactly. It's gotta find them. You know what's funny is this past season, I was seeing more Milan jerseys walking around Boston than normal, and I'm like, it's because we're doing good. All the closet fans are starting to come out.
I like it. Yeah. I don't see any in Detroit, so.
Well, come out, make your way out here.
Definitely. My cousin actually lives out there, so maybe I'll make it out.
Perfect. We'll catch a game together or something.
Definitely. Not in your car, though.
No, it's fine. We'll watch it in the bar. Drinks on me if you come out.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. All right. You have a good one.
You as well. Thank you.
Yep.
Bye.